the campus of Nevada Union High School, Touchdown Productions, celebrating 21 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present NU Miner football. Tonight, in a home opener, your Nevada Union Miners take on the undefeated Placer Hillmen. We are set for 2 football action weeks, and all the fun is coming up right here, right now. This is your NorCal Game of the Week. The Miners take to the field tonight for the first of 2 back-to-back weeks as they get ready to take on the Placer Hillmen for the 4th time in this preseason series. Good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our sports network, and welcome back to our 21st season of NorCal Games of the Week. This is Paul Brown, the voice of Touchdown Productions. Alongside me tonight in his first Game of the Week debut game is my new color commentator, David Kline. David, welcome. Our producer and director is Gilbert N. Dominguez, and of course we're set for tonight's contest at refurbished Cooper Stadium. So David, welcome to the NorCal Game of the Week.
Hey, thanks, Paul. I've been looking forward to joining you guys for weeks now, and tonight we are going to see a great game between 2 Highway 49 rivals.
Both of these schools have played many times over the years in all the sports, but this will be a final preseason game because next year they will be in the same Tri-City Conference.
And the interesting thing is they both run a wing T offense, so it'll all come down to execution and which team will be able to push off the ball at the line of scrimmage. Last week, the Miners sputtered 6 times on offense inside the 30 and gave up 41 points in their loss to Antelope, while the Hillmen, led by senior Mario Perez, rolled up 302 yards rushing and 158 through the air in their 49-30 win over Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, the Miners had a good week last week, and it's time now for our first break of the evening, and when we return for your Are You Outside pregame show, we'll take a look at the league standings and get ready for the kickoff. So it's all right here at Hooper Stadium tonight. Nevada Union against the Placer Hillmen. You're watching exclusive coverage right here on your Touchdown Productions NorCal Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
Hey, hon, remember the guys are coming over later to watch the game.
Make a play for winning trays from Portisux. We have the perfect tray for every game and every fan. So use your app or order online today.
Make Portisux your destination.
Welcome back to Hooper Stadium. Let's take a quick look around the league here. We'll start off with the Pioneer Valley League football standings. And David, let's take a look at what's happening in the Pioneer Valley League.
Well, it's pretty crowded at the top here, Paul. Foothill, Colfax, Bear River, Lincoln, and Placer all won their first game of the season. And over there in the cellar is Center, who lost their first game of the season 37-50.
It's hard to be in the cellar after only one game, but I guess someone's got to be there,
Technically.
right? Technically it's there. And Sierra Foothill League, we'll take a look at the standings. For the Sierra Foothill League, we're talking about Oak Ridge, Del Oro, Rockland, Granite Bay, Folsom, Nevada Union, and Wood Creek. Pretty treacherous league to be in if you're any school. And the winner, it looks like, after the first week is Folsom, who scored 56 points. Second only to Oak Ridge. You can see down there's 5 winners, 2 losers. Nevada Union being one of those losers last week. What happened last week for Nevada Union, David?
Well, Nevada Union last week, it wasn't very pretty. They lost 41-15 against the Antelope Titans. Wasn't a very good game. As we mentioned before in the last segment, they didn't punt. They lost the ball 6 times inside the 30-yard line. They couldn't finish their drives, and that was a key part in their loss last week.
And let's talk about also the Hillmen last week. They were at Pleasant Grove. What happened there?
Once again, a very offensive outburst by both teams. The Eagles put up 30 points, but the Hillmen were able to outpace them, and that's all because of their running back, number 24, Mario Perez, 12 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
For those of you that have watched Touchdown Productions in the past and watched our NorCal Game of the Week, you remember Mario Perez. He is a senior this year. Last year, he was a tough, hard-nosed runner, great breakaway speed, and we're looking for some more of that tonight. Mario, I know you're going to be trying to get into a big school next year. I hope you have a big game. So, with that said, stay with us tonight. We've got the Nevada Union Miners against their crosstown rivals, Placer Hillmen. It's going to be a good game tonight. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union football right here on the NorCal Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
With nearly 30 years of proudly serving our community, Auburn Toyota is expanding to offer more new Toyota inventory than ever before. Chances are we have the exact Toyota model you want, ready for you to drive home today. With many years of combined sales experience and hundreds of new Toyota cars, trucks, 4x4s, and SUVs, now is the perfect time to buy at Auburn Toyota. Come see why for generations Foothill Toyota buyers buy from Auburn Toyota, which is why we like to say Auburn Toyota is the place where the customers come back.
Okay, we're about ready to kick the football off. Any last thoughts about both of these teams, David Kline?
Well, I think for Nevada Union, this is obviously a huge game. You don't want to fall down 0-2 to begin the season. I think they need to come out strong, finish their drives like they didn't do last week.
And, you know, it's on their home court in their brand new stadium. Those of you watching the picture, no, it's not enhanced vision. This is a beautiful new field on a great place in the foothills of Northern California to play football. Been a hot day here. California breaking records in San Francisco at 106 degrees. Also in Sacramento, 108 degrees. They delayed this game until 8 o'clock just so it would cool down a little bit. And right now it is a perfect night for football. Kicking off will be number 7. That's Owen Dal. And let's play football. That's Anthony Kerrigan. He finds some room and he's going to go. Kerrigan at midfield, got one to beat. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Kerrigan steps up and shows the Hillmen what Placer is all about in the very first play of the game.
And hey, look at that. Owen Dal, the quarterback, making the tackle, the touchdown-saving tackle. You don't really see that every day.
So let's watch the replay of that here. The kickoff, and Kerrigan takes the ball. Doesn't have too many to beat. Beats one, beats two, and down the sideline. Boy, he almost took it to the house. 1st and 10. 35-yard line. Stuck under center. Quick handoff goes to the left side. Nothing there. And who is right there in the middle?
Justin Houlihan.
Justin Houlihan, baby. I'll tell you, you don't get too many plays past Justin.
And Justin right there did a great job of beating his blocker to get to the point of attack right there. Really great play by the linebacker.
So it'll be 2nd and about 11. Play comes in. Every play will come in from the sideline for the Hillmen. Coach Joey Montoya, many championships under his belt, calls most of the plays. Quick snap, rolling to his right. Now across the middle, dangerous pass, but complete. That is complete to Brad Bishop, the running back. Kind of threw it in traffic, didn't he?
Yeah, that was not the best throw you want to make as a quarterback. And one of the biggest rules as a quarterback, you never want to throw across your body into the middle of the field. He did right there. Lucky for Michael Stuck not to get that one tipped or even picked off.
Stuck over center. 1st down. They'll go up the middle and they'll be stopped. Looks like Houlihan again. I beg your pardon. That was a 3rd down in inches, and now it'll be a 1st down for Joy Montoya's Hillmen. 1st down on about the 22-yard line. Hillmen playing a 4-4 defense. Quick handoff and a reverse, and again right up the middle, and who's there? Justin Houlihan.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be hearing Justin Houlihan's name a lot tonight. On both sides of the ball, too. We've seen him carry the ball a couple times.
You know, David, last year, Houlihan had some fantastic games, especially late in the season. But this early in the season, those players that play both directions, what they have left in the tank in the fourth quarter is always suspect.
That is a very good point.
Second down and 11. Back to pass, looking over the middle, and it's broken. Oh, it's intercepted! Coming off the tip ball, looks like number 17, Hayden Fay. We've called his name before. He is a senior, last year starter as a junior, and Fay gets his first interception of the season.
Yeah, and this has got to be great for Dennis Houlihan to see his guys really lock down on defense and make a great play by Hayden Fay, really jumping on that ball after the tip. And this will be a good, crucial drive for the Hillmen to really get some points on the board right here.
Let's take a look at that replay real quick here over the middle. Let's throw it into some coverage, but there's the tip ball and Fay coming up with it. First down. Quick inside, and now outside goes, that'd be Tyler Nielsen. Nielsen going to pick himself up 6 yards on his first carry of the season. Second down and 4.
Yeah, Nielsen had the edge sealed off, so he decided to cut that back into the middle of the field. Gained some big yards right there.
Let's see if they can keep the momentum going here. Another handoff that looks like to Nielsen again. He's going to come around the outside on the left. And that was Dawson Fay, brother of Hayden. Dawson is going to get some time as a running back. He is a junior. It's 8 minutes and 57 seconds. We're in the first quarter here at Hooper Stadium. Quick pass to the outside. One player to beats one, but can't get past the second. That is number 17, Hayden Fay. So far, very clean ball game, and both teams looking pretty darn sharp, David.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say this is going to be a really fun football game to watch, and especially on that last play right there by Hayden Fay, really using his size to really evade that defender and pick up a nice chunk of yards right there.
Well, they'll move the chains, and the clock will stop while they do that. Quick play is going to be the pitch out. He's got some room, turn the corner. They'll be forced out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. That's Dawson Fay again. Dawson's got himself some wheels.
And that's the beauty of the wing T offense that we're really seeing so early is you can create so much from the wing T offense. You can go ahead and do a triple option pitch out. You can go ahead and throw a little bubble screen. There's so much you can pull from this offense, and you're really seeing it so early with Nevada pulling out so many plays and getting so many yards so early.
Well, both of these teams, even during junior and peewee ball, have run this offense, so they get to the senior and junior level, they know what they're doing. First down again here. NU has got himself some momentum going, and that's Fay again. Fay's going to get about 12 yards, and I think this NU team has surprised Placer's defense.
Absolutely, but this is to the point where we talked about in the pregame. Inside the 30 last week against Antelope, they stumbled 6 times and weren't able to score a single point inside the 30. This is where the guys really have to come down and really gather some confidence and get into the end zone.
Well, we got first down now, 29-yard line. NU stays on the ground. Another big hole opening. He's got some room. He's going to take it to the house. Tyler Nielsen, senior running back for NU. NU gets first blood.
And you couldn't have asked for such a better start from the Hillmen. Getting the interception on defense, take it the whole way, score a touchdown.
And I got to tell you, David, there were a lot of people in both sides of the stadium that didn't think NU would even get a touchdown. I'll tell you what, they have surprised everybody, much to the delight of this NU crowd. And this is something kind of tricky going on here. They decided to line up. My goodness, what did we just see there?
That was a really odd formation. They decided to line up all of their linemen on the left-hand side. Yep. Took the snap, pitched it to Nielsen, I think, and just ran into the end zone like it was nothing.
I have seen this before. Actually, this was run by a very famous coach. I believe he was from Arkansas years ago. And you line all your linemen up to the far left with your center and your quarterback exposed in the middle. And it works the first time quite well, and it did that time. It's always good for a couple yards. The first pass always goes out to a screen to the left behind your line.
Yeah, so we got the Hillmen leading 8-0 with 7:47 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
Back here at Hooper Stadium, and you about ready to kick off with 7 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Picking up the interception and taking it down into the house pretty easily, David. I mean, they didn't get much resistance, just marching down the field. Here's the kickoff. It's a spinner. Going to be taken at about the 15-yard line. It's Travis Warren, and Warren is going to take it out of bounds at about the 27.
Now, can NU really keep their foot on the pedal defensively? They really got some good pressure on the defensive line that last drive leading to that interception, but they got to show that same intensity throughout the game, starting right here with the second drive.
So we'll find out. Certainly, Placer had 4 passes in that first offensive series, only a couple of runs. Let's see if they decide to continue with the passing game. Getting a bit unlucky with a tip ball interception. This will be a straight handoff. Looks like it's going to go for about 3. That is Brad Bishop. Now Bishop won't even get that many. He'll get a couple. Justin Houlihan on the stop again at middle linebacker. I'd say if they've had 7 total plays from scrimmage, and I'm not sure how many, Houlihan has had 6 stops. Second down. Michael Stuck fakes in the line, then throws out to the flat. He's got Fay, and Fay's down the sideline for a first down. I beg your pardon, that's Brad Bishop.
Yeah, and that's a play right there, a simple play action out of that wing T to find Bishop out in the flat. And that's got to be a confidence booster right there. You know, Coach Montoya really wants to answer back after, and you really marched down the field and scored pretty easily on their defense.
You know, Stuck delivered that ball beautifully too. He was definitely pressured, got rid of the ball at the last minute, right on target. Bringing in the play from the sideline. Stuck will go back, he'll throw again. All the way down, he's got it, going past it, and it's all the way down, touchdown, Placer. That is number 7, Travis Warren, and talk about a great delivery. Michael Stuck puts it right on the numbers.
Such a beautiful ball from Stuck.
What a great ball, huh, David?
It was absolutely pretty, and coming right out of that, I mean, you were mentioning before in their last drive, not really getting much production from the short yard situations, decided to take a shot and finds Travis Warren wide open, takes it to the house.
Boy, Warren had him so beat too, and he just put the ball right where it had to be. What a beautiful play. Here's the point after, and it's right down the middle. It's good. So we've got a 7-8 ball game. Miners still lead by virtue of the 2-point conversion. And with that said, we've got ourselves a score fest here in the first quarter here, David Kline.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Here's your Placer title scoreboard, and with that said, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching exclusive coverage of Miner football right here on the North-South Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
Hey, hon, remember the guys are coming over later to watch the game.
Make a play for winning trays from Portisubs. We have the perfect tray for every game and every fan. So use your app or order online today.
Make Portisubs your destination.
Back here at Hooper Stadium, and we're teeing the ball up again for another kickoff. This is looks like it's going to be one of those games with a lot of offense, not so much defense. That is so far, certainly. Back to take the kickoff is Tyler Nielsen. Nielsen looks for a little bit of room, a little bit of a breakout. Will end up at about the 26-yard line, and we'll see if Nevada Union can keep up their offense that we currently saw in the last series.
Keep on mixing up the plays. I'm sure that's what Dennis Houlihan's got to be thinking. As we saw last possession, a lot of screen game, a lot of short bubbles, pitch options out of the wing tee. If you keep Placer on their heels, not expecting a traditional run, then that's what will get you big yards and will get you in the end zone.
Quick pass outlet. They see something outside there that they like. That's out to number 17, Hayden Fay. The Fay brothers are certainly doing a big job tonight on offense, but Hayden looks like he got himself about 7. They obviously like that matchup out there to the left. They're giving him a lot of room, and they're going to take advantage of it.
Every single time, why not? I mean, if you're leaving a guy who's 6'2", 175 pounds, wide open over there, I'm sure he's got pretty good speed on him too.
Well, if you'll scan to the top of the screen, Gil, you'll see how much room they're giving Fay out there now to the left. This is Nielsen. Nielsen won't get too much. He may have gotten a first. Let's see if they give him a couple. No, they're going to say he got nothing, so it'll be 3rd down now.
That's me, this person. Just kidding.
This is a big play early in the game here for NU. They showed that they could move the ball in the first series. They need to get this first down and continue this drive. I'm looking for something on the inside to Fay. There's Fay. He's going to go outside. He's not going to be able to turn the corner, I don't think. No?
That's going to be close. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a tad short.
So it'll be 4th down now. I don't think they're going to punt the ball, to tell you the truth, David. I think he's going to go for it.
Yeah, it looks like Houlihan's giving Owen the call from the sideline, and they are going to go for him. It's 4th and 1 from the 36.
Well, they better get a play in there and do it in a hurry or take a timeout. They're going to find themselves 5 yards. Yep. There it is. And you need 1 yard. They're going to try the middle. They're going to get it. Working hard for it is, I believe that's Fay. They'll move. I didn't know it was Mario Perez, the old workhorse. Let's give him credit for that first down. First and 10. Up to the left here, staying inbound. Hey, once again, clearly the favorite receiver, Owen Dal. You know what? Dal delivered the ball beautifully.
Yeah, Dal Bon's having a really nice start to this game compared to the last game. He's really favoring Fay, and you know, a good quarterback loves his best receiving option. And at 6'2", 175 pounds, like I mentioned, Fay is the clear-cut #1 guy to go to. Owen's really liking him.
Inside handoff now. They're going to make it a face snap, no flag. That is number 3.
And funny enough about that play, Dawson Fay was actually stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he broke past the tackle, and for a guy who's 185 pounds, really showed a lot of power through his run to be able to get a couple yards.
Up and down about 4.
tied up in the backfield. Israel Gonzalez gets his first carry. Gonzalez is a junior, 5'7". We're going to need somebody back in the game besides Slade.
Well, Tyler Nielsen is actually supposed to be the lead back, and you know, as we look at the roster, there's not a ton of depth, so I'm sure Dennis Houlihan has to be rotating the running backs in, getting everyone some carries because they're going to be tired in the fourth quarter.
Right up the middle again now. They're going to try and eke out another couple of yards to get that first down. I don't think they made it to the 40. They need just past the 40. So once again, they've got a decision to make here. I can't imagine that the Miners are going to go for fourth down, 10 yards back. They're not going to go for it again, and they are.
Nah, at this point, you're in no man's land at the 40-yard line of Placer.
Gets it out. He's got to turn the corner. Doesn't handle the ball well. The ball's on the ground. And it will be a turnover by Downs. The Placer Hillmen hold on defense. Reggie needing to shut out and have to toss the ball up.
It wasn't a very well-executed play by Nevada Union. The edge was sealed off pretty well, and I mean, Owen didn't really have a choice in terms of taking himself or pitching to the outside, and Placer did a really good job of containing the triple option right there.
So Dennis Houlihan's NU Miners will now have to go on defense. Placer will get the short field. Inside handoff now. Not much there. 2:16 on the clock in the 8-7 game. Miners leading by 1 point.
He goes up for the layups and he just throws it right behind his shoulder and right to the person. Yeah, he's amazing.
Play coming in from the sideline.
Almeida or something like that.
Hopefully that's 12. Out to the outside and a great tackle. That was Kerrigan, but who made the tackle out there? It looks like it was number 7. Oh, it was Owen Dal. There. There's a picture of Dal. Let's take a look at that tackle down the outside. Nice, accurate pass, but Dal was right on it. Tackle.
For a quarterback, he's got pretty good tackling abilities. I mean, you see him playing a little bit of free safety, but yeah, he did.
They're down now. That's looking for left to go. They'll throw it out to the outside, and they'll get the 3. Warren taking pass. No spread inside. Get about 5.
It was Warren's second effort on that little bubble screen that really able to push him forward for that first down yardage. He was actually stopped at first contact right around the first down yard line, but that second effort from Warren really was able to push through and make sure he got that first down.
Well, the Hillmen will have a fresh set of downs. 35 seconds on the clock. This will be the last play in the first quarter. All dumped up in the middle there, but getting away, number 6 is stuck. Manages to make something out of it. Nope. Right side. We'll go out.
Yeah, Jason Wheeler's holding the ball right there, number 22. He's saying he got it, but looks like Stuck was down by contact on that last play.
No, David, I don't want to jinx this, but I don't think we've got a single flag tonight in the entire first quarter. No.
But the funny thing is there's always the broadcaster's curse, so on this next play we're probably going to see a flag, aren't we?
I got a bag of M&Ms and say we did. Second down now. About 8. I think they may just turn this clock and they get the playoffs. 9, 8, 7 seconds. They'll get it back. That handoff goes nowhere, maybe even a little lost yardage. That was Brad Bishop. That will be the quarter.
With nearly 30 years of proudly serving our community, Auburn Toyota is expanding to offer more new Toyota inventory than ever before. Chances are we have the exact Toyota model you want, ready for you to drive home today. With many years of combined sales experience and hundreds of new Toyota cars, trucks, 4x4s, and SUVs, now is the perfect time to buy at Auburn Toyota. Come see why for generations Foothill Toyota buyers buy from Auburn Toyota, which is why we like to say Auburn Toyota is the place where the customers come back.
Beginning of the second quarter back here. We'll start off with the pass. Great pass down the middle. Did he hold on to that ball? No, I think he got stripped away. That's incomplete. Beautiful ball, though, and even a better defensive play. That's number 32. I beg your pardon. Owen Dal can break it up.
That was a great defensive play by Owen. The receiver caught it with a ton of space, but Owen really was able to tackle on and poke the ball out.
He also helped Robin Jones out there, number 32. We have a fourth down situation now. And not a punt the ball. It is 4th and 10. Let's see the wisdom in this. That snap and a good dip to the punter. Looks like a nice little swing kick. It's going to bounce towards the goal.
Oh, wow.
Taking about the 4.
Good punt. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of hang time at that punt allowed the receivers go down the field inside the 10 and down it, I think, at the 5-yard line.
You know, that tackle by Owen Dal has got 2 excellent plays on defense in that series. Really amounted to the punt and the turnover by the Hillmen.
But the one thing that concerns me, and I'm really interested to see throughout the game, Owen's playing both sides of the ball at a very high level. At some point, he's going to get really tired, and I'm really curious to see at what point, what is his breaking point going to be? At what point is he just going to be exhausted? I'm really looking forward, I'm unfortunately not looking forward to that, but I'm really curious to see how much he can take.
First and 10 there, inside handoff, not much there. In fact, let's go in the other direction. Looks like it's going to be a loss of about 3. This puts him right back on the 2-yard line. Not a good place to be. You're a minor right now. Actually, he's going to say his momentum took him back to the line of scrimmage. I think that's generous. 2nd down and 10.
Curious to see if Coach Houlihan will pull out possibly play action right here, trying to find one of his receivers in the flat, get Owen out of the pocket, and try and deliver a good pass. If he doesn't have it, then take off and run himself.
It's going to be an inside handoff. Try the right side. Second now. Back to the original line of scrimmage. They haven't been able to maybe 3rd down. I'm going to say it's 9 yards again. This is in the spot of the ball. I'm thinking we're going to go out to the stable receiver Hayden Fade, number 17 out here on the left.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what Coach Joey Montoya is thinking, and he's really relying on his defense to really hold down and really stop NU deep inside their own 10-yard line.
Looking out that way, and now Philip is out and up, and he just didn't get the up part of it done. Good defensive play that time. Jorge, one of the modern, the defensive back who has had the responsibility of taking care of Hayden Fay, was out there on him.
Maldonado actually made a really good play. He got up and pressed him at the line of scrimmage, really threw off the timing between Owen Dal and Hayden Fay, thus leading to an incomplete pass and a 4th down stop for Placer.
Don't let that ball go long before that cut was made. The receiver just wasn't there. So we'll have a punt here by the they're going to go for the block. He does give away an excellent punt, actually. 50-yard line. It is taken. Go out of bounds. Taken there by number 46. 46 on the roster, so let's play 46. Last one. Hillmen will take over about the 49-yard line.
And once again, this is another offensive series for Placer and pretty good field position. Last series they start off at their own 40-yard line. This time they're starting in Nevada Union territory. A lot of conversation for a flag. I'm really curious to see what the outcome of this is. And they're going to wave it off. I guess so. I guess not.
Second down.
Yeah, that was a really good play. It's actually a counter coming onto the other side. They sent one of the receivers from the right-hand side in motion to the opposite side of the field, allowing Brad Bishop to really get through and beat an extra defender and getting a good chunk of yards, setting up a good first down for Placer.
Pass outside.
That's the thing about this Placer team. Once they get going, they're really, really hard to stop. I think Dennis Houlihan's got to find a way for his defense to really, really hit the brakes on this Placer offense before it's too late.
Take a timeout on the field now. The score 8-7. Minus 9 minutes left in the second quarter. We'll go to break. You're watching Discovery. On the football right here.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title's your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
Back here at Foothill Stadium now. The Placer Hillmen are on the move at the 19-yard line. First down. Denied the last time that try again right up the middle and a great push by the offensive line. Wow. 3 yards and just effort.
And that's what this really all comes down to, is the point of attack for both the offensive line for Placer and the defensive line for NU. Who wins that battle is going to ultimately decide this matchup tonight.
Oh, quick out and a bat down. What a great play. Well played on the inside. Cameron Delago comes up from his right tackle position, reads it and swats it away. Let's take a look at that again. That's what there he comes, looking right up, looks the quarterback in the eye and swats the ball.
And that's the thing as an outside linebacker in this kind of defense. If you're expecting a run most of the time, you got to be able to react quickly if you see the quarterback dropping back to throw a pass.
They can hold it. Pass the ball.
was the thing about Stock. He was pressured in his face, and he rolled out and decided at the last second to throw it, and NU dropped back into a zone. So the patience by Warren to really break open at the last second got him open for that catch, and good throw by Michael Stock. A huge conversion for Placer, knocking on the door.
First and 8 for the Hillmen as they try to attempt to drive in.
Side.
Brought here by number 15, Jorge Maldonado.
Maldonado taking the ball. Led down by Dawson. Hey, good tap, saving. Second down, goal, up.
Last chance to get into the raffle. Dollar a ticket, $10
Touchdown, Placer Hillmen. That is number 3, Brad Bishop. Bishop just basically using his wheels, beating everything to the right corner.
Showing off the great speed. I mean, in that play, it was just a simple toss right out to the corner. Just had to beat the linebackers on the edge, and he did just that, walked into the end zone.
Thank you, Doug. Saving the whole rodeo.
Garza coming in and just laying the wood on Fay on that kickoff return. Really limiting Fay's ability to break off the edge and really turn on the wheels. I think it's all. I was going to say that Placer really is killing it offensively. They need to get some points here.
Right up the middle. This is going to be a good start. That's number 5, Nielsen. Nielsen will take about an 18-yard shot. I tell you, when Nielsen gets the ball, he goes north and south. So he doesn't have to look around us. Good, right legs, strong.
Just a powerful run. That's what you need from this kind of offense. You need someone that can really break through the tackles and get you the hard yards.
Running up now, there's a wide open receiver. He'll take the ball. That's number 17 again, Hayden. Another ball up to the play. I think that would be enough for a first down. That's a big moving change again.
Someone laid him out.
Close
Yeah,
to
no,
first
he
down.
was like playing around and like trying to
Right up the middle.
so funny.
Slade.
He was already down.
Play by Dawson. Foothill.
Up by number 23, Venus.
And I think that was the point of going with this hurry-up, no-huddle offense. Is you want to show Placer something else that they haven't seen. And if they can really catch them off their toes and make a big play, then that's what they're going to do. That's Tyler Nielsen once again.
Hillmen got themselves a score, and then they decided to take a break on defense here and use having nothing up. Pass outside again. Second team. He's got a good look. Out of bounds. Wow. Hayden Slade, he is catching screaming.
And I think Hayden's caught every single ball that Owen's thrown to him. And now knocking on the goal line, this will be a huge couple plays for the Hillmen.
Right handoff, he's going to find Ruben. Oh. And you Minor coming up with a big offensive series. 7 plays, take it down to the house. And now we've got a 15-13 game. So David, let's see if they decide to show that special offensive setup.
Well, I think this formation is a check with me. They'll check to see, and they'll check to see where their matchups are. If they have a matchup that they'll like, they'll stick in that formation. They'll run the same play they did for the 2-point conversion. But if they don't like it, they can switch back and go to just a normal field goal formation. And the flag was thrown. It's a very odd play. The ball was snapped right to Tyler Nielsen on the left side of the formation. It's actually going to be offsides on Placer, so Nevada Union will be able to do it once again. It's very tough to beat, and I think that's what Coach Houlihan really likes to bring with his offense. You have the wing tee, just a base wing tee offense, then you get in those situations where you're on the goal line, especially in the 2-point conversion settings, and you're able to take advantage of those matchups. Well, Placer's really been able to kind of do whatever they want offensively. They've really been able to get good yardage and good output from their plays right here.
Right up the middle now, and he's going to have one to beat. He's simply got to get past Travis Warren. That was Brad Bishop. That was Owen Dal chasing him down, saving the score. Let's see that one again. First play right up the gut here. Great blocking inside the offensive line. There it goes.
And Once again, Owen making the tackle at the very end, another touchdown-saving tackle, but at some point, the defense really has to step up and really get a couple stops on this Placer offense if they want any chance to stay in this game. Yeah, seriously. He's kicking the ball, he's punting the ball, he's quarterback, free safety, where else do you want him?
Big hit now. That was number 74 coming across the end line. Ethan Garrett. Boy, I'll play for you. Right here at Hoover Stadium. Great football game. Great evening to have football. So, first telecaps. California, capital F. With flag there. He's eager to get off the line.
Yeah. There's Monkey Face up there.
Penalty is false start offense. Sends it back five. He's a second goal on the 8.
There's got to be some kind of substance.
Side. Well played, great play. Back at the end from Aiden Slade. Coming across number 17, Rick Meta.
Yeah, and look at Faye right there. I mean, getting able to put his hand up. I mean, the guy knows how to catch balls. Apparently he knows how to deflect balls too.
That'll make it third down now. And 8 yards, third and 4. Yes, yes.
Number 3, Bishop with the carry up the middle.
Now it's
Number 74, Ethan Garrett.
Well, last time down, Paul, they missed the extra point from about this distance. And I think if you're joining Montoya, you don't want to take that chance to miss 3 points and possibly take the lead right here. So I think they're going to go for it.
Minor defense holds strong. And assignment is called by the Hillmen.
Taking pictures of the lions. This lioness was right where the blind spot was. Just took her, but dragged her back into the car. So her husband trying to fight her out. Oh, no worries. He got like, how do you say, he was like 60 years old. So they're like, all right.
Hey, hon, remember the guys are coming over later to watch the game.
Make a play for winning trays from Porticeps. We have the perfect tray for every game and every fan. So use your app or order online today.
Make Porticeps your destination.
At the Hoover Stadium here, it'll be 4th down, and they did decide to go for the field goal. That's a good move by Coach Montoya. That's a kick with number 16. He will spin one right through the middle. So, yeah, the tie ball
I'd say. A very interesting scoreline, 16-16, but this next possession with 3:23 left to go for the Hillmen will be a real opportunity for them to put some more points on the board and going into halftime and taking another lead.
With nearly 30 years of proudly serving our community, Auburn Toyota is expanding to offer more new Toyota inventory than ever before. Chances are we have the exact Toyota model you want, ready for you to drive home today. With many years of combined sales experience and hundreds of new Toyota cars, trucks, 4x4s, and SUVs, now is the perfect time to buy at Auburn Toyota. Come see why for generations Foothill Toyota buyers buy from Auburn Toyota, which is why we like to say Auburn Toyota is the place where the customers come back.
After we concluded, we got 3 minutes left in the half. And they will kick off another long spinner. Take it, he'll get behind his ball, and Tyler will get to about the 30-yard. Tyler Nelson doing most of the work there. Kickoff return. Good job. The Miners now, with the same kind of drive they just had, they scored pretty easily in the last 7 plays. Last thing there's the pitch.
Delmont pitches out to Dawson Pay.
Get a couple of yards in line and stop it.
Down by number 33, Colin Wright.
I would say about either one of these coaches here, Minnesota, you throw the ball into the locker room, tied 16-16.
I mean, considering last week they didn't score their first points until the third quarter, Dennis Wilhelm would easily take this kind of game.
Yeah, it's a fairly big class. I think she said that
He's going fast, he's looking. Now he's going to run with the ball, tied up with a great play. Grabbing him down by the jersey. Who is that number 16 there? That's a grab. Good job, Brad. We'll keep the clock running and put the Niners on second, third down and long. That's what I'm told. Would be wise to take his last stop.
Looks like Dominic Garrity, his shoe fell off. He's trying to get that on. Yeah. He's having a decent amount of trouble getting his shoe back on. Flashers still do have one timeout left, so they do have a lot of time to go down the field and get that score.
Penalty is offsides on defense.
Yeah, I don't think Placer will concede 3 straight offsides, but I don't know. I've seen crazy things happen.
And the Hillmen take a timeout.
A little trickery on the side of the Nevada Union Miners, and it will result in a long first down. That is that Hayden Fay?
No, that was Justin Houlihan, the linebacker. What a bold call from Dennis Houlihan. 4th and 11, deep into their own territory, coming out with a fake punt. Well executed. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better.
Let's look at that again. Who was thinking that was going to happen? Certainly neither one of us. There's a play right over the middle. Great play. First down now, and pitch on the outside. They're going to go to the outside. Go out of bounds. And the play keeps us trapped to a minimum. Apparently he didn't get out of bounds, but the clock is still running.
And on that play specifically, Dalbon really wanted Hayden Fay to break out and head towards the sideline. There really wasn't much creation from the routes to begin. And, I mean, luckily enough, Dalbon threw it away before the sack was able to happen. And this is an interesting situation. 45 seconds. You got third down on your own 28. You'd be wise to actually take this clock down, I think, because if you don't get this third down play, you set up fourth down, maybe you take a shot and go for it. You don't want to leave Placer with any big amount of time to go down and get a big play themselves. So I get the point that they're trying to run down a little bit of clock, not too much, but, you know, it all comes down to what happens on the third down play.
You know, I haven't seen a kicker so far. Do they have a field goal kicker that has this kind of range? We really don't know. They've been going for 2-point conversions on both of their scores. So I suppose the kicker would be down if they try a field goal, and they may run the clock down here, take a timeout, take a shot at it.
And it obviously depends on what happens in the third down. If they don't get it, if they try and pass and they don't go and they don't get it, I think they'll absolutely go for it on fourth down, especially if the ball stays in play and the clock is running. Why not just let it run down, maybe take one more shot to the end zone, and then that'll be the half. Smart play. Not sure what that could be. I don't think it was intentional grounding. He's out of the pocket. He threw it out of bounds. It looked like he got it back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think it could possibly be intentional grounding. And they wave it off again. It's the second time, so we still haven't had a penalty in this football game. Actually, I take that back. No, we've had a couple offsides. Now here we go, 4th down and 8 from the 28. What is Dennis Houlihan going to come out of his playbook with? Get with 34 seconds and no timeouts, I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see him just run in and just take it to the half. I mean, you want to save that energy for late in the game when it becomes really, really tough. You don't want to necessarily exert it all right now in just 34 seconds. That's actually the first time we're hearing Mario Perez's name tonight. I mean, he's had a couple of tackles on the defensive end, but for a guy that led the team last week with 109 yards and 12 carries, I'm surprised to hear that's the first time we've heard his name.
What a great first half of football we have here to start the season. Two 12-pound rivals. Both with excellent offenses. Going to a 16-16 tie. We will have ourselves a great halftime. We'll have to and we'll come back. The second half.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title's your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're here at halftime, 16-16. Let's go down the field and see Gilbert Dominguez. Good.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Down here with Walter Ford from the Union. Walter, welcome to the 2017 football season.
Excited to be here.
You know, it seems like it came around kind of fast this year.
Well, football season is always, you long for it when it's not here, and then when it's here, it shows up rather quickly.
And already we're in week 2. Great game tonight. I do not think that I would have anticipated 16-16.
Well, you know, last year the final score was 16-12, and then you didn't even get on the board until the 4th quarter with those 2 late touchdowns. I think after last week where they left so many opportunities on the table in Antelope, they were hungry to get in the end zone, and they showed that in the first half.
Well, it's reminiscent of a couple of years ago when after their 0-10 season, they came back and surprised the Hillmen on that opening game of that season and tried to gain some momentum. But this is a really talented team. These guys have been together for so long. This is their senior year. They don't want to leave anything on the field.
Absolutely not. And this is the group that won a championship as 8th graders in their midget year of junior minors. They went 9-1 as freshmen, and then a lot of them got called up as sophomores, and they've taken their lumps along the way. And I think it's a resounding sentiment across the team that they want this season to be a winning one.
Now, we were talking in our pregame show that this is the last time we'll see them in the non-league preseason because next year they're going to be mixing it up for real.
Well, and that's just going to build this rivalry, which is so great. And the same thing with Lincoln next week. That team's going to be in the league as well. And I think you'll really start to see a balance between Nevada Union and their opponents that they face. It's quite known that the SFL was a little bit too big for them. But I think once they move into the Tri-County Conference, I think it's going to be a lot more equal across the board in the team sizes.
And, of course, those are going to make exciting games for the fans and really get some more fans to come out to the games. And really anything can happen happen when that happens in any week.
Absolutely, but tonight, I mean, NU's got a great group out here for their home opener, and so I commend the fans for coming out and showing their support. We'll just see if that support lasts throughout the whole season.
Well, when it gets to the league, it's going to be a little tough. Of course, if you're a regular fan of the game of the week, you know Walter comes on and gives us the Foothill report. So it's early in the season, but what's your synopsis of what's going on here in the Foothills with all the schools?
Well, what I got an eye on is volleyball. Girls volleyball is always big here in the Foothills. Bear River is going to have another talented team. McDonald's always got them ready to go. And Nevada Union's off to a really hot start. They won the Flock tournament. They came out and they handled Colfax in the foundation game. So I expect to see a lot out of the girls volleyball teams this year, as well as some of the cross-country teams. Nevada Union's got some talented runners. And then a kid to keep an eye on is Trey Moronic, the football player that got injured. He's now captain of the cross-country team over at Bear River. So that'll be interesting to see play out.
And what a fantastic story the Moronic story is. Cleared to play all sports now except for football, and making his mark in other sports.
Well, and he's just an incredible kid. I've gotten a chance to know him over these last year and a half with his injury, and knows his family, and they're doing really big things. They're turning tragedy into triumph in the truest sense of the form, and I hats off to that family and Torrin for what they've been able to do.
Well, it's just amazing, and another amazing sports story here in the Foothills, where we've had so many over the years. And of course, you can read all the sports every day. They pay Walter to actually do that.
And I enjoy that they pay me as well. And yeah, check everything out at theunion.com or in our daily. We're out every day except for Saturday or Sunday. Open it up, check out the local sports, and if you can't catch it in the paper edition, check us out online, theunion.com.
Always. All right, Walter. Well, listen, thanks a lot for joining us here at our first halftime, and really great to see you out here and hear and, of course, read about everything that you're writing each day.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Gil.
All right, Paul, that's going to do it for halftime. Let's get ready for the third quarter as the Miners take the field right here at Hooper Stadium. We'll be right back with the second half action.
Hey, hon, remember the guys are coming over later to watch the game.
Make a play for winning trays from Portiseps. We have the perfect tray for every game and every fan. So use your app or order online today.
Make Portiseps your destination.
Back for the second half here at Hooper Stadium. Thanks, Gil Dominguez, for a great interview with Walter Ford at halftime there. Always interesting to talk to Walter. Very knowledgeable. So, David, first half, little recap. 16-16. What are we going to see the second half?
That's a good question. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think the stamina is definitely going to play a factor in the second half. Both teams in the first half came out firing, were able to really do a lot offensively, and I'm really curious to see how that stamina is really going to affect both teams coming in the second half.
Well, Placer will kick off. A little spinner short kick. Miners not able to advance too much, but they'll take the ball at about their own 35-yard line. I'm thinking we're going to see the same. No reason to fix something that ain't broke, and their offense has been actually quite good the first half.
And I think keeping diversity to their playbook is also going to play a key factor like they did in the first half. A lot of the counters behind the line of scrimmage, a lot of bubble screens, a lot of triple option pitches. If they keep Placer on their toes, not knowing what to traditionally expect, then I think that'll allow really good opportunities for Nevada Union to push the ball.
Quick inside handoff. That'll go for 2-3 yards. Late flag coming in after the fact. Let's see what that's about. Not a good way to get the second half started. Personal foul. It's going to be 15 yards. Coach Houlihan is going to love that. He'll march that back. Did you see something in there that I didn't, David?
To be honest, I'm not too sure what exactly happened. The referees don't have a microphone, so we can't really get a number on.
Maybe hitting after the whistle is about the only thing I can think of, but Maybe a little language, maybe, who knows. Anyway, 1st and 10 now for the Miners. Back to pass, looking long, going to try to drop one in, and does. And guess who that is? That's Fay again. They're going to give him the catch. No, they're going to say he did not catch the ball. He got the ball stripped after he'd come down. I think that was going to be a catch. They're talking about it.
And they're actually going to change it.
They're going to change it back. I think he had possession of that ball to the ground. And the officials are going to agree. Let's take a look at that again here. Another great pass dropped in brilliantly by Del Bon. There it is, right over the shoulder of the defender and caught beautifully.
And Hayden Fay actually had to come back for that. So that was really good recognition from Fay, the receiver, to recognize where that ball was, track it in midair, and really come down with that really strong.
1st and 10. Miners off to a good start. Inside handoff, quick hitter, and the hard driving legs of number 3, Lofgren. I beg your pardon, that was Dawson Fay. Fay getting another 1st down. This is what we saw the last time they had a possession, that they really got the momentum going early and they were getting yardage in big chunks. 1st down again at their own 23-yard line. Hand out, quick pitch out. He's not going to pitch it. He's going to keep it, take it to the house. That is the best player on the field tonight. Touchdown. Del Bon doing it on offense and defense, and it doesn't take but less than 4 minutes for the NU Miners to get on the scoreboard the second half. The option with the fake with the keeper, Del Bon taking it around the left side and getting 6.
And something with Del Bon with the option earlier, he's made a couple questionable pitches, but that one was able to fake the pitch and just keep it inside, have the lane, and just took it to the house.
Again with the offense, a good throw would have been 2. Del Bon bounced one in there, though, and they're not going to get any points. They're 2 for 3 on those 2-point after attempts. 22-16 now, Miners lead, and they will pick it off after we take a break. This is your exclusive coverage, NorCal Game of the Week, Nevada Union Miner Football. We'll be right back.
With nearly 30 years of proudly serving our community, Auburn Toyota is expanding to offer more new Toyota inventory than ever before. Chances are we have the exact Toyota model you want, ready for you to drive home today. With many years of combined sales experience and hundreds of new Toyota cars, trucks, 4x4s, and SUVs, now is the perfect time to buy at Auburn Toyota. Come see why for generations Foothill Toyota buyers buy from Auburn Toyota, which is why we like to say Auburn Toyota is the place where the customers come back.
Back here at Hoover Stadium, the NU Miners scoring in less than 2 minutes here, 10:53 on the clock. By the surprise of everybody on the Placer sideline, little pooch kick in the middle of the field, taken on the 20. They're going to find a little bit of room. He's going to run into trouble right about the 33-yard line. So, Coach Montoya, playing from behind again, will go into his offense. First half success came primarily in the air. I think Coach Montoya will go back to his primary receivers. Michael Stuke will be at quarterback and brings in the play.
And this is a very crucial drive. I mean, you saw Nevada Union coming out of the second half, just really balling out, and they got their score pretty quickly. And now, what's Placer going to do? Are they going to match up with that intensity? Are they going to go down the field and really put this game in a real deadlock? It'll be good to see.
They're going to throw the ball. He's looking long. He's going to launch one a long way down the field, and it's broken up. Just about an interception. And who's down there? Number 17, Hayden Fay. Boy, Hayden was playing center fielder on that, just about came down with the fly ball.
And Fay right there did a good job to come back to the play of action. Almost was able to get that interception again. He was on the complete other side of the hash marks. And that just shows the versatility and the speed from a guy who's 6'2", can really go over there and cover.
It also shows you the mindset of Joey Montoya. He's willing to throw the long ball on first down. First play of the second half. Second down. There's a flag down the play. I think there was movement in the backfield by Placer. This may be coming back. Let's see. It's thrown by the back judge. Illegal formation, and it'll back Placer up. It'll be second now and 15. There's no gain on the play. They're discussing that now, whether they want to accept the penalty, and I think that, yeah, Coach Montoya is saying, yeah, take the penalty. We'll take the 5.
Any chance to push Placer back, it's an opportunity they need to take. Make it more difficult for them.
Well, the idea of having 3rd and 10 also is a little bit of an option if your defense is playing well. So Coach Houlihan decides to take the 5 yards. It'll be second and 15. Pass play, looking for a long ball down the middle, and it is no good off. That's number 47. 47. First time we've called his number tonight. That's Lewis Fudge. Lewis could have made a rolling catch, but was unable to track it down. Now we've got 3rd and 15. This is exactly what Dennis Houlihan was hoping for by taking the penalty.
And you have to stop him here. All the momentum's going towards NU's favor. In a situation like this, 3rd and 15, it's unexcusable for them to convert this first down. You need to stop him here.
The Miners lead the Hillmen 3rd ball.
And that will be another 5 yards. Taking off early, Travis Warren, and Travis was 20 yards down the field, and no one else was moving. So it'll be 3rd and 20 now. I'm not sure if it's the momentum of the opening game or what, but there seems to be a bit of a lull here at the beginning of this 3rd quarter here, David.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, it's actually, that flag's actually going to go against Nevada, so Nevada Union, so it's actually going to set up a 3rd down and 10. More favorable situation, obviously, than 3rd and 20, but.
Well, how could that be possibly? I mean, but he wasn't up to the line of scrimmage. Well, nonetheless, that's what it's going to be. It'll be 3rd and 10 now. A new play will come in from the sideline from Coach Montoya. Pass play, they're looking to the sideline. Now they're looking to the middle of the field. Caught, beautifully executed pass play for about 12 yards. That is going to number 23, Bemis. Cameron Bemis coming in, getting his first catch of the night, the senior. Nice play and nice route. Bemis cut it off quickly, made the inside move, and as he turned around, the ball is right there. So first down. Placer will keep this drive rolling. They're right at midfield. Misdirection play, handoff going nowhere. In fact, it's going more north than it is south. That will be Jace Wheeler making the tackle.
It's a good job by the NU defense not to get fooled by the reverse. Able to pinpoint the running back and still stay with the ball in their sights. Nice job, sets up a 2nd and long for Placer.
Nevada Union's done a really good job on defense, even though many passes have been completed. They're doing a good job in the backfield. Quick play right up the middle and a good driving tackle. But I believe he's going to be just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short. Let's see where they place the ball. Tackle that time by number 24, Benji Taylor. Third down now, 1.
In this situation, I look towards number 24, Mario Perez, to get the ball just like he did in the last one. He's really good in short yardage situations.
That's what they'll do, too. They're going to put it right up the middle, and they'll get the first down, I believe. Got maybe 2.5, and he only needed 2. So, well, let's see what the spot is. They haven't moved the markers.
They're actually going to say that's just short.
Wow. It looked like the pile moved way more than the spot indicates. So it'll be 4th down now and 1, and an opportunity for the NU Miners. If they can stop them here, it'll be a big win for the Miners defense. Long time in the huddle. Maybe they got something cooked up. Quick handoff. They're going to get the yardage and way more. Off the right side, that looked like number 8, Hayden Lee. I beg your pardon. That was number 8, Ryan Arnold. Now the officials are coming together. Is a flag down the play there someplace, David?
Not that I see. There's been a lot of talking from these referees tonight.
Well, you know, they probably haven't seen each other all year.
Yeah,
They're just catching up, you know, recipes and such.
Well, the head referee's actually, I think, talking to Joey Montoya out on the other side of the field. Not sure what they could possibly be talking about. Arno clearly got enough for the first down. I'm not sure what debate there is.
And I don't see any longer in the field, so is there a penalty out there?
Let's find out.
And I'm waiting for my producer, Gilbert Dominguez, to tell me what that was all about. But it is the first down, that I know. They will move the chains. As this third quarter languishes on. 7 minutes and 37 seconds.
After much debate, he'll pick up a first down.
The Hillmen will start with the first one down. Handoff.
Handoff to number 8, Ryan Arnell.
Well, they tried another double reverse off the wing T option. And it looks like Arnell wasn't able to cleanly get that second reverse, and that little bit of hesitation allowed the defensive line to really clam down and get a couple guys in for the tackle.
Second and 10 here. Well covered, and this flag's all over the field now. He had a hand on the receiver, but
yeah, that's a tough call. He might have been holding him. That's another thing that could be a possibility. I'm not sure. It was not pass interference. I thought Dalbon did a really good job of covering the receiver out on the outside, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
They're going to call it on the defense. So it'll be 15 yards.
Penalty is pass interference
From the
against
line
the
of
Miners.
scrimmage, and we'll move the chains one more time.
I don't like that call. I mean, the ball was not catchable.
Not only that, for high school football, he was on him like a yes. 1st and 10 now. Quick handoff inside. They're going to get a few yards here, maybe as many as 5.
Perez with the carry up the middle.
That's Mario Perez.
Stopped by number 22, Jace Wheeler.
Second half and fresh leg. Work him some. One thing about Coach Joey Montoya, he likes to use all of his backs. About the time you think he's got 2 favorite backs, you come to a football game and some sophomore or junior that hasn't played a lick has a huge game because Joey decides to give him a lot of carries. I like that thinking. You really don't know what he's going to come with every week. Wants him to the outside now. That looks like Perez again.
Going back to your last point about the Placer Hillmen liking to run the football, I mean, last week against Pleasant Grove, they rushed the football 34 times as a team, and the leading rusher, Mario Perez, only carried it 12 times. So that just shows that they like to really rotate their backs. You have Perez, who's a really big, really physical runner on the inside, and then you get guys like Ryan Arnell, who's more of a quick guy who likes to get outside the tackles and really make moves out there.
Decide to blast away.
Number 8, Ryan Arnell with the carry on the right side.
Ball continues to run. 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
That is what the doctor says.
It's a pretty good deal.
Broken up again brilliantly. Number 7, guess who?
Dalbon.
Dalbon, best player on the field tonight. Don't you agree, Dave?
Making plays on offense and on defense. I mean, besides that defensive pass interference, Dalbon has played an incredibly efficient game on both sides of the ball. Very impressed.
Miners are going to make a stand here. It's 3rd down now and goal. Ball would appear to be on about the 7-yard line. Well, we can move in a little closer than that. Let's see if we can. Quick inside handoff. That is.
No, I just learned it because.
Move the sticks for Hillmen. Not going to be much closer. It's 4th down now. Third down team seems to be coming out on the field. Placer from the right hash mark. Try to pop in over the goal for an extra 3. Let's see if they can execute. Good strong kick.
So, a lot of cooking in the kitchen, but no food on the table here for the Placer Hillmen. They eat up a lot of time on the clock and come away scoreless. That's where the bad news ends, though. The good news is that they have the NU Miners way down at the 7-yard line.
It's got to be really disheartening for Joey Montoya and his team. I mean, offensively, that was a really good drive. We're able to push the ball, get down into the goal line, but missing the special teams efforts, that's got to take a little bit out of you from a mental standpoint.
Sure it does. But let's see now if their defense can produce another 3 and out they had last time. Quick inside handoff goes nowhere. It'll be 2nd down and about 8. And here comes a flag. Now that's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. That'll kill you if you're a coach.
Yeah, that was late, and that's
going to be on Placer, I believe. Let's see. Neither team is walking backwards or forward, so unsportsmanlike contact, blow to the head. It'll be on
Nevada Union, they'll be half the distance to the goal, I believe. They're on about the 20-yard line, so they'll be at the 10. Blow to the head here. There wasn't any fight or anything going on down there. They're just being careful about the way the defense is playing, I suppose. That'll wind the clock, 2nd down and a mile. The Miners will be forced to go to the air. Del Bon bringing the play in from the sideline.
Miners, 2nd 20, need to push right here.
Del Bon rolls out, looking for his receiver, finds nothing. Now he's going to throw it to the sideline. That will be incomplete. He tried to hit Fay. Fay really wasn't open. That would have had to been a perfect pass. So that's going to make it 3rd down and long now.
And 3rd down and 20 on their own 10. I think this play, you kind of want to run the ball, get a couple yards, really give you some space on the inside of the end zone to punt the ball and get some good distance on that. That would be my thinking.
That would be your thinking, but this is the coach that had the fake punt play earlier, remember?
That's true, but that's from your own 30-yard line. This is backed up in your own 10-yard line. That's different territories we're talking about.
That's a fact. He'd have to be some kind of riverboat gambler to take that shot. Fay lined up to the right. The most obvious target that Del Bon's going to try and hit.
And I think Placer knows that. They're putting Maldonado pretty close.
Looking back, now it's going to be a screen over the middle. He's going to have a little bit of room. He's going to dive forward. He's going to get about 10 back, but he's still going to be a 4th down and 10. Good play under the circumstance. Had a possibility of going for long yardage, just couldn't break that last tackle, so the Miners are going to be forced to punt the ball.
And the middle screen right there is a pretty safe play call. I mean, if he's able to break off and get the 1st down yardage, then that's great. But if not, you get maybe 6 to 10 yards, really give you some space on the end zone to really punt that ball out.
Warren will be back to take the punt. And they're going to kick it towards the sideline, and nicely executed kick goes out of bounds. About the 45, I think, is where they'll spot it. Let's see. He keeps marching forward more and more. 46, 47. He's off the 51-yard line. Well executed kick play. And with that, we'll take a little break here. You are watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union. We'll be right back. Placer not wasting any time. They're going to drop it in, and there's going to be another.
It's so tic-tac. I mean, he's not grabbing his jersey. He's not manipulating the play. He's not manipulating the receiver's ability to catch the ball. I think that's such a bad call. I'm not agreeing with a lot of these referees' decisions. And you also have to feel bad for Owen. He's working his butt off this whole game, especially on the offensive end and the defensive end, to make these plays. He's just not getting paid for it.
Reverse play to number 3, Brad Bishop on the right side. Bishop tripped up by number 7, Owen Dal, on number 20, Justin Houlihan.
Brad Bishop right there with number 3 in his back. There's nothing. He's going to runs hard. for some yardage, doing some nice
Continue to work with number 7,
breaking Travis Warren.
Red side.
You thought that would be finished about 5 yards, and he said, no, I
Hillmen
need
pick up
5
a
more.
first down.
It's very elusive running. Something you really like to see from your outside receivers.
First and 10 now. Passer on their own 18-yard line. Just a little over a minute left in the third quarter. The inside handoff goes nowhere. Brandon Union gets the stopper.
Number 33 with Jerry Cullen right.
And once again, the Nevada Union defensive line really breaking through at the point of attack. Justin Houlihan was able to get in there and really stop the running back. Actually get a tackle for a loss. And that's something that's been the case the entire game, is the defensive line for Nevada Union has really been able to get in and make the big plays. Put Placer in second and long situations.
Second down. Placer happy to let the clock run down here. Score 22-16. Inside handoff goes nowhere, and stopped him immediately hit.
24, Mario Perez tries to go up the middle.
Need the outside linebacker there.
Peyton Lee getting in the backfield, taking the tackle.
We got third down now at about 10, and Placer finds themselves
30
in the same
seconds
place they
remain in
were
the
the
third
last
quarter.
time we were down the red zone.
Yeah, another third and long. Another situation where if they come up short and they don't get the first down, what are they going to do? You can't try and kick another field goal. That didn't work out last time.
Good shot outside, and
Instructions went out to the right, intended for Warren, incomplete.
incomplete ball there on the far sideline.
14.2 seconds on the clock.
That will bring up a fourth down now, and let's see if they decide to try another field goal. Is that didn't work out so well last time. What's happening here? Is there a flag on the play? There
Yep,
is now.
holding on the offense. And they declined it, so it's going to be 4th down and 10.
I'm thinking that Coach Montoya, not only he's going to run a play, and maybe he's going to take a time out there and talk about it.
Miners hold the Hillmen at 4th and 10.
This is a big possession right here, and this is a big play. 4th down. Rolling out, looking for his receivers in the far left. Throws it way over everybody's head, almost intercepted.
Incomplete pass intended for number 23,
Miners
Beeman.
will take over on downs. Once again, into the red zone. The Placer Hillmen can't convert any points. Field goal or whatever. That's twice they've been in there.
And that's the biggest thing for a coach, is when you have a situation where your kicking game really can't give you any points, that really puts you in a difficult situation. You have to rely on your offense to get these 4th down and 10s inside the red zone, and that's not a super reliable and a super efficient way to get your points. But credit to the Nevada Union defense. They held up, and they got the stop.
Although I'll tell you what, they did get a couple of defensive passes.
Miners take possession of the ball on the 18-yard line. Trying to make something out of 9 seconds of play
Maybe they
time.
need to go back to pounding the ball. Maybe they need to try it inside again. But that is yet to be seen. First down now, the Miners will take over. 9 seconds left in the third. Looking for some room outside. Cuts back. Goes back to the inside again. Still up on his feet and finally down. I believe that was Dawson Fay. But that will be the end of the third quarter. Taking a look at the scoreboard here, the Placer title scoreboard, Miners 22 and the Placer Hillmen 16. You've been watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union football. We'll be back for the fourth quarter.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're back here at Hoover Stadium. This is David Kline, the guy you've been listening to all night. We're happy to have you, David. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. It's awesome to be here, guys.
So if you've got any insights here, we're going to go back out to the field now. It'll be second down. Nevada Union will throw the football wide open. Del Bond hits him right on the numbers. That was number 5, Tyler Nielsen. Beautiful pass play to get him out of the hole and get him towards almost to midfield. I don't think the Hillmen were ready for that play. We certainly weren't.
And at this point, any play that will get you that much more momentum going late into this game is more crucial than anything. I mean, just keep on moving the ball. The defense has been doing a great job of stopping Placer. They just got to get the points.
Quick pitch now. That's also out to Nielsen. Nielsen will get 8. And I think everybody is surprised at the potency of this Minard offense. I certainly is. M.
Yeah, talking to Coach Houlihan earlier this week, he really wanted to make sure that they finished their drives, that they really got good momentum, especially coming from their loss last week against Antelope. And I'd say they had a pretty good week of practice, so this is the output that they're getting right now.
Well, the Miners came in here definitely as the underdogs. No one was thinking that they were going to handle the Hillmen like this, and they're certainly doing it. Handoff. Inside handoff, misdirection play. Fooled everybody and good for about 9 yards. So we've had 3 plays and they've moved the chains 3 times, David. This is what happened. 2 possessions back. Placer looks like they're all standing around there with their hands on their hips.
And this will be crucial for Placer. Yeah, the fatigue really getting to them right now. And if Placer go down another touchdown, I mean, with less than 10 minutes to go left in the game, that's got to be a tough position to be in.
Especially with the Hillmen not really having any offense to draw on right now. They're going nowhere and getting to the red zone, stopping. Timeout on the field. We'll take one more break here. This is your Touchdown Productions Game of the Week. We'll be back.
For automotive peace of mind whenever you drive, you can trust the professionals at Foothill Car Care. Family owned and operated, Foothill Car Care has been serving Grass Valley since 1989 and was the first repair facility in Nevada County to receive the ASE Blue Seal of Excellence. Their team has the latest in training, experience, and equipment, so when your vehicle needs repair or if it's just making a funny noise, Foothill Car Care is there for you.
We're back here, and now you're seeing they're coming up with the popcorn right now.
Go get some while you can.
I'm going to wave them down here. Let's get this done right now here.
Popcorn.
We're going to have a bag of that. There are important things that you got to do at timeouts, and this is one of them.
Yeah, no, this is a first for me.
Is it a first for you?
Yeah, definitely popcorn during a broadcast.
We feed each other well here when we do games here, David. You don't even know. $2 bag of popcorn is just where it gets started.
It's a great deal. Good popcorn.
Placer Hillmen have a first set of downs now. First down. They're going to pitch out. They got room. Cutting inside. Nielsen. That's Dawson Fade. Big chunks of yardage. Placer is just not able to keep up with this offense right now. If it comes down to conditioning, you got to think that the Miners are definitely stronger at this point of the game than the Hillmen.
Well, you'd think coming from the beginning of this game that the Miners would be the ones getting tired at this point of the game. They're looking like they're rejuvenated. They look like they can go for another full 4 quarters if they wanted to.
They do. They definitely want this W on their new field home court here. Another inside handoff. They're going to leave it on the ground. Kicking it to the outside. That's Dawson Fay.
Miners using Fay one more time on the carry. He held up by number 15, Jorge Maldonado.
Zoom in a little there, Gil. I'm gonna do it off the monitor. Miners bringing the play from the sideline. 10 minutes left on the clock. Up 22-16.
And this is where you really want to punch it in. Get those points, put it out of reach.
It might be out of reach if they can punch it in right now. Quick pitch to the outside goes nowhere. They're going to keep it in bounds. Nielsen really had no place to go. Take over for a second while I chew this popcorn, will you?
I got you.
3rd down and 10. Miners wondering what they're going to do to get another 10 yards, get close enough for a field goal try. Certainly 2 down territory down here in their own red zone. LeBron taking a fair amount of time in the huddle. I think he's going to go out to Fay on the right. Hand off is no good and popped after the whistle. That was uncalled for. There's the flag. And you know what? That all came from a very bad hit from a Placer lineman. He just couldn't walk away from it. So that's going to put him into trouble.
Well, they actually might get Nielsen for just tossing the football like that. They might get him for a delay game.
Well, they may pick this one up. They're having a conference, and they really just need to pick this up, David.
Let's see.
Oh, they're going to get it on Placer. And they're going to have a penalty on the Miners. It's going to offset. So they'll replay the down. It's still going to be 3rd down and 10. Well done by the officials. They could have just picked it up as well. And that, number 5, Tyler Nielsen, is being told that, he's getting a little talking to.
Just keep your head straight. You're doing everything you need to win this game. Don't give Placer any kind of momentum, any kind of motivation to get in your head and to turn the favor.
And certainly don't give them 15 yards down in your own red zone.
Exactly.
Now we've got a little pause here. Both teams are waiting for the ball to be set. Another penalty is being called, David.
I think they're just clarifying the penalties that were just called.
After all that, offsetting penalties.
Yeah. So they will be offsetting.
Replay 3rd down, 3rd 10.
They're going to replay 3rd down, but they've moved the ball 5 yards. I think this ball has been misset. Well, it is what it is. They're going to call it 3rd down and 5 now. 2 down territory. Miners looking to punch it in for at least a 1st down. They're going to hand off. They're going to give it to Dawson Fay, and Dawson's going to get close, but he's not going to get the whole enchilada. Let's see if they got about 4. It'll be 4th down and a yard. That's where the ball's going to be set. So do you kick the field goal? I certainly would. This is just a little longer than an average extra point.
And a field goal right here puts the lead to 9, which makes it 2 possessions.
Why wouldn't you take that?
Guess not.
They're going to go for it. He's going to pitch it out. He's going to have room. This is going to go to the house.
He's got it.
That's why we're up here. We're not back coaching. And calling the exact play that they needed. Brilliant call. Number 5, Tyler Nielsen takes it to the house. Now there's a flag on the field. Play. They'll sort it out down there. Well, we had a beautiful first half with almost no flags. Now it's a Chinese laundry. We've got them all over the place on virtually every play. They're going to talk about this. Let's see if the touchdown's going to be called back. It's a touchdown.
And the flag is actually sportsmanlike conduct on Placer after the play.
So that will be tacked on to the kickoff. 8-point game right now. I beg your pardon. 12-point game. 28-16. And they'll run that same play they did last time. They haven't figured out how to stop that one, the little pitch on the left-hand side. 2-point conversion is good. They'll make it 30-16, and the Placer Hillmen have themselves one uphill battle to get back in this thing. So with that score, an extra point, you look there at your Placer title scoreboard, 30-16, the Miners trying for an upset here on their own field will kick off shortly. We're going to stop for a break. We'll be right back. This is exclusive coverage of Miner football and your Touchdown Productions NorCal Game of the Week.
Hey, hon, remember the guys are coming over later to watch the game.
Make a play for winning trays from Porticeps. We have the perfect tray for every game and every fan. So use your app or order online today.
Make Porticeps your destination.
Back here at Hoover Stadium, 7:46 left. Placer's going to get the football, and they were right there. Number 7, Owen Dal by way to kick off. Like I said earlier, I think he's the best athlete on the field tonight, and certainly a good candidate for our Bill Slade and Sons Player of the Game. It's going to take something to happen big not to give him a trophy tonight. He's played good on offense, played great on defense. You have any questions? Are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking here, David?
Yeah, I mean, his impact on both sides of the ball has been uncanny. He's the reason why Nevada have been able to play as well as they have been today.
Quick kick, and it's going to go right on through and out of the end zone. Wow, the penalty was assessed for the unsportsmanlike, and that allowed him to kick the ball out of the end zone, so we'll start on the 20-yard line. Placer's got the weapons. They do have the bazookas to score quickly and score a lot, but they've got to get it rolling. They got to get it rolling right now.
And that's the thing. They really haven't been known to have such an up-tempo offense. And with 7 minutes, you need 14 points. It's going to be really interesting to see what kind of plays Joey Montoya really pulls out of the playbook for this one.
A little closer in, Gil. Handoff inside. Joey's going to go for maybe a little more of a running game than we've seen.
But that's the thing. The running game hasn't been as effective as it has been in the past. The defensive line for Nevada, you aren't giving up the yards between the tackles. With the clock ticking underneath 7.5 minutes, you're going to have to throw the football.
He wants to throw the ball, has a little bit of time. Great throw and almost a fantastic fingertip catch. Off the fingertips of number 23, Demas. Cameron looked over one shoulder. That was a big man there for a wide receiver. Looked over one shoulder, then looked over the other, just off the fingertips.
And Demas had his man beat. I mean, both of the safeties would be on that play. If he held onto that ball, he was going to the distance.
So that brings up 3rd down and 7. Important third down, definitely a passing down. Looking out to the outside, throws, great pass and reception. Looks to Travis Warren.
Stuck passes off to his right to number 7, Travis Warren.
Placer getting up on the ball. Looks like they might go to a hurry up. I would recommend it. 7 minutes left. They need a couple of scores. Great pass, though, to Warren, don't you think?
Yeah, that out route was timed perfectly between Warren and Stuck. That connection really right there between the junior quarterback and the senior receiver really pays off right there. But they got to keep that going. They still have over 60 yards to get to the end zone. They got to do it quick.
First down. They're going to throw again. Lots of time. Throws it to the middle of the field. Darn near intercepted. Throw it into coverage, double coverage on number 23, Bemis. Bemis really didn't have a chance to catch that ball, and now down on the field, number 17, Hayden Fay. Oh, I don't like the way he's holding his shoulder.
That'll be a huge loss, not only on the defensive side. Obviously, Fay's been their biggest weapon on the offensive side of the football from the passing game. And that's just an unfortunate situation right there, just not paying attention, just running into each other, trying to get that interception. The ball wasn't really well thrown. And Fay, unfortunately, taking the biggest hit of the...
They're looking at his knee. That's no good. They don't seem to be too terribly concerned. Maybe he just got the air knocked out of him. They're going to be happy to see him getting up. Yeah. He deserves a round of applause for getting off the canvas, but also for a great game played tonight. They'll come off the field and take a bit of a breather. Second down and 10 for the Hillmen.
Well, here's something interesting to look for in this play. Fay has to come out of the game for one play. Now, I'm curious to see if Joey Montoya is going to present a passing play going to the opposite side of where Owen Dal is.
Well, there was a passing play, but it was poorly executed.
Passes to his left, intended for number
And another flag, and it'll be a hold against the Hillmen. Oh, this isn't good. That'll back them up 10 yards, and it's going to be second down now. And 20, or they're talking about it now. They can refuse the penalty. They can't refuse that penalty. They've got to take the penalty.
Back them up. Any chance to put them in a deeper situation, do it.
Agreed. Back to second down. This time it's second down and 20. And they're going to get some of it back now. You can see the concentration starting to leave both teams. Penalties are happening. Fourth quarter. They're getting tired. They're losing their focus. Boy, it seems like this half has gone on forever, huh, David?
I'd say there's been a lot of penalties, a lot of referee discussions.
Well, this game started late because of the heat. It started at 8 o'clock rather than 7, and it's probably still in the, the 80-degree range right now, even at 10:30 at night. It's been that kind of a summer. Be sure to turn in each week. Great football games from Nevada Union, Bear River, Placer Union. Touchdown Productions, we travel, we go wherever the good games are. Long pass down the sideline and almost intercepted, wow. Great defensive play, Dawson Fay. Came right off his shoulder pads and then darn near was intercepted. Looks like number 40 out there. Garrett Graves, darn near came about it, picked it off. So now it'll be third down and 15. And Placer, if they ever needed to play, they need to find it right now.
Yeah, this is it. If they don't even get this in a 4th and manageable, if they take a shot and they don't get it and it's 4th and 15, that's just as tough to come back from. I think what you're looking for if you're Joey Montoya is get a play that will get you maybe 7-8 yards, make it a more manageable 4th down. Don't necessarily go for the shot right here unless you have it, unless you see the matchup you like.
He's going to fade back, but he's going to find himself in a scrum that looked like it might have been a broken play.
Yeah, I'd say.
He went back to pass the ball, then it looked like he pulled it down. Not sure what was going on there, but it's going to make it a 4th down and long. They're going to have to punt. Hillmen are going to look for a turnover now. They're going to need the ball back at least twice if they're going to pull back in front of the Miners. They have trailed the Miners the entire game. Miners scoring the first touchdown on their first possession, going for a 2-point conversion, and long high snap and a pretty good punt. It's going to go nose up and it'll go sideways after it hits the ground. So it'll end up at about the 43-yard line. Another flag on the play. It'll be holding Placer. It'll be interesting to see if Dennis Houlihan decides to let him kick it again. Yeah, they're going to come bring it back and let him kick it again. That much deeper. It'll be 10 yards back. Maybe they'll get a chance for a return. So they'll reset the football. 5:43 left in the game. Back to punt, number 23, Bemis. Bemis puts a boot on it. Another pretty good punt. This one's going to bound forward. I think they're going to end up with a net gain on that. Placer came out on the good side of that exchange. Ball will be placed on the 42-yard line. And Miners will take possession. They've got about 5 minutes and 31 seconds to finish this beatdown they're putting on the Placer Hillmen.
If Placer have any chance to get back in this game, they need a 3-and-out right here. If they get even one first down, I think it'll be lights out after that.
So we've seen a lot of football here tonight. I've got my idea who the player of the game is. We're going to give us a word out. David, I want you to start thinking about it as well. That's going to be another penalty on, this time it's going to be on the Hillmen. No, it's going to be backed up. It's going to be on the Miners.
It looks like the right tackle just
jumped off
yeah,
sides.
just a little ahead of the game, costing his team 5 yards.
We've seen great play tonight out of several people. Of course, we talked about Owen Dal. We also talk about Hayden Fay. Hayden Fay caught so many passes we lost count. Back to first down. They're going to run the football, keep it on the ground, and they're going to get about 5 back. We saw Michael Stuck. We saw Mario Perez, all of which did a great job tonight. Justin Houlihan on defense. You can almost always make Justin Houlihan in the running for the player of the game almost every week. But I'm going to let you choose tonight.
Well, we still have 5 minutes left to go, so there's a lot that can happen. But, I mean, my pick has to be Owen Dal. I think the way he's played offensively and defensively, as the running back gets a couple yards, I think he's just been the game changer.
I agree. So let's make it that. We're going to put that in the books. Owen Dal tonight will be our Bill Slade and Sons player of the game. He'll get a very nice little trophy here. And we will have that presentation after the game on the field. Four minutes and 21 seconds left. Third down play here. It's going to be a bootleg, and he's going to turn the corner, and he's going to take it to the house. I don't think they're going to catch him. They're going to get him all the way. That's Del Bond. Hello, player of the game.
Right on cue, right?
Owen Dal Bond, a naked bootleg to the left. There wasn't anybody to pitch it to. He just had to take it on down, and he had enough speed to outrun the entire defensive backfield of the Placer Hillmen. Wow.
And he's cramping up. I mean, after a run like that and after how hard he's been working, get this guy a Gatorade.
Get this guy a Gatorade and let him sit down, for crying out loud. Let's see that one again. Watch this. Build on, fakes to the inside, then rolls out left, and then just uses his speed to outrun everybody. Look at him. No one's going to catch him. And now he gets his own personal trainer out there to rub out a calf cramp.
And those aren't fun. I've had a couple of those in my time.
What better way to rub it out than in the end zone? He's got to go back. Listen, I got an extra point to take care of here. I got to go back. I got to get back into the huddle. No, they're going to take him off the field to a great line. To a great applause, too. He certainly deserves it.
Yeah, right?
So Del Bond will come off the field, and they'll go for the extra point. Looks like they're going to kick this one. 36-16, soon to be most likely 37-16, and who the thunk? Talking to our producer, Gil Dominguez, before the game, he didn't think that Nevada Union would even be in this game, but they certainly have shown everybody that they are a team to reckon with. Kick is down and good right through the middle. 37-16 is your score. 4 minutes left to play.
I mean, you just have to give all the credit to Dennis Houlihan. Obviously the guys too, but coming after last week's loss against Antelope, things were down. I mean, 1-10 I think they were last year. I mean, a lot of the guys were thinking, okay, it's going to be another really bad season. But no, they come out, they pick up their heads, really high ambitions, and they go out there and smash a team that honestly was in the running for contention for championship.
There's Dennis. Dennis, the proud boy. He's been here, the coach. This is his 5th year as coach. A lot of years as a junior minor coach. Very nice individual. Does a great job. So out to kick off, number 30, Sanchez Lane. Santino Sanchez Lane will kick the ball. A lot of the second stringers are in now. They're going to let other people play. Nice kick down to the end zone and goes out of the end zone, so it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Sanchez Lane has a great leg. Glasser will come out. Glasser will come out, down 21 points. Only 4:05 left on the clock. So if you remember our walk around the foothills earlier, this will square it up with Placer and Nevada Union both at 1-1. Quick throw to the outside. A little bit of running room. He'll look for the sideline after he gets around the corner. And here comes another flag. I think they'll get themselves a blocking in the back call. Let's see. There's Joey Montoya on the sideline. You'll see him. We will be there next week. David will take the week off. He is going to follow his girlfriend to the Miss America beauty pageant. And that's, I'm not making that one up. I make a lot of stuff up that I'm not making up. And next week, Gil Dominguez and I will have the game for ourselves. It's 3 minutes and 49 seconds left now. Game clock is winding down. Placer playing for pride at this point. They're going to pass the ball, though. Quick pass over the middle is caught and then wrestled down. That's Justin Houlihan.
I love the motor on Justin. He never gets tired. I mean, he's the one player I haven't seen really die gas tonight. He's plugging up all the holes on the gaps in the offensive line, and he's making all the big tackles and not letting him get extra yardage.
And don't forget that big play, that pass that he caught.
Yeah, on the fake punt.
On the fake punt, yeah. No, trust me, we'll do other games and we'll give Justin an award this year. You can bet on it. Long pass play, and that's going to be knocked away. It looked like it was going to come down with an interception, but it now will be 3rd down and long, and Placer will be gulping the last gas in their tank here as this game winds down. Beautiful new stadium here, Nevada Union. Brand new field. Another pass play over the middle, knocked away. Good job. That's number 20, Justin Houlihan. We will have the presentation for player of the game for Owen Dal here directly after this broadcast. Stay with us. We'll see what Owen has to say about his performance and give him the accolades that he so justly deserves. Back to punt now. No heat on the kicker, so he has a good punt taken out. And there's a flag on the play. Number 33 runs into the receiver. They can't do that. Pretty clear. Everybody in the stadium saw that one.
Just a little bit of kick-catch interference.
And, of course, number 33's got his hand out. What did I do? What? Nah. That's Colin Wright. I don't blame him. I always beg for him, too. You know, begging works. So out on the field to take the last snaps. 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock.
Looks like we're getting the backups. Backup quarterback, number 10, Justin Gardner, into the game now.
In the game also, they have a mountain of a man in there, number 76. Gil, get a shot at him.
Dylan Hart is 6'9", 310 pounds.
Where have you been? They've had him on the bench for crying out loud?
As one big boy.
We'll see him during basketball season, David.
First and 10, ball on the 39-yard line. Number 4 is Real Gonzalez.
Clock continues to run. Coach Montoya isn't going to stop it. Second down and 11. Handoff inside. Goes for about 5 yards. A lot of new players in the game now. We'll have to spot them. I believe that was number 4, Gonzalez, Israel Gonzalez. Third down. Inside play, they're just going to hold on to it. This is number 10, Justin Gardner. Gardner keeps the ball and goes up the middle. It'll be 4th down now. And they will start the clock. (37-16) Miners lead. This will be their first win of the season and decisive against a very good football team, the Placer Hillmen. Quick pass outside. They're thinking about more points and they're going to get them. Number 4, Israel Gonzalez, catches this defense off guard and he takes it to the house with only a minute left. I don't know if they were looking for the score. He was just all by themselves. 37-16 now. You know, the second string had worked hard all week in practice. They're out there as a unit. They're also trying to make themselves someplace maybe on the first string. And you got this guy, Israel Gonzalez, comes in, carries the ball 3 times and gets a touchdown. I think he's going to get more plays from scrimmage. Boy, who would have thunk? 43-16 now. Who would have thunk? Miners coming in here and decisively beating down on the Placer Hillmen. We're going to stay here. There'll be a kickoff. Just a little over a minute to play here. And for the final play-by-play for this last minute, I'm going to hand it to David Kline.
Are you going to let me do the play?
We just lost. We're back. And like I said, we're going to hand David Kline the play-by-play for the last minute of the game. David?
Well, thank you, Paul. And as Paul mentioned, minute 5 left to go in this game. Hillmen lead 43-16. This one all but sealed up. But Placer will get one last chance on offense. And Santiago Sanchez Lane is going to be one to kick this off.
GSL sets to kick the ball.
It's teed off. Fumbling the kickoff. Take around the edge and nice tackle, gets stopped around the 15 on the return. Colin Wright.
Sanchez Lane's got a nice leg. Little low shots. He kind of hits a 5-iron, but got power on the ball.
And now Placer with the ball. Less than a minute left to go, 58 seconds. Trailing by 27. They'll come back from this one. Coming out in the wing T formation. Sound the ball in the play action. Back to pass. Moving around. Launches on the left-hand side and has his man out around the 50-yard line. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another one. And he's going the distance. He can go all the way. And caught behind at the 25-yard line, making the catch, number 47, Lewis Fudge. And Justin Gardner, the quarterback, and the outside linebacker for the Hillmen, making the tackle, the touchdown-saving tackle. And now Placer have a chance to score and maybe put some points on the board.
That's a little back at you after that last score by the second string. Back on the ball quickly, David.
Now first down and 10 from the 25. Stark takes a snap, he drops back. Launches it towards the other sideline. A flag is thrown as his receiver was bumped. Travis Warren was bumped, and it's going to be pass interference. Another first down coming for Placer.
Another one of those calls that I think are marginal calls. I think they just both ran into each other.
We've seen our fair share of marginal calls tonight.
Unfortunately, intent doesn't come into play when they're calling those pass interference calls.
Penalty is pass interference against the Miners.
So the referees spot the ball at the Hillmen 13-yard line. 36.4 seconds left to go. Nevada Union leading 43-16, coming out in the wing T. Pass to the end zone, and it's picked off. Justin Gardner with the interception, and he returns it out past the 30-yard line. Gardner just threw a touchdown on NU's last offensive possession, just took one away this time.
Gardner, Justin Gardner, he's impressive. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 175. Really showing some athletic ability out there, David.
And that's the thing with these backups. They get a chance to play, they're going to play. They want to make their mark. Great defense right there.
Nice sophomore out there, getting it done, getting the high fives. And like what we see here, this is the beginning of something fresh here, and you can believe for 1 second that the coaches aren't watching.
25.5 seconds left to go. Ball spotted on the Nevada Union 24-yard line.
Now they'll take a knee here. If they don't take a knee here, there's something wrong.
Yeah, Owen Dal actually back in at quarterback, and I'm sure he wants to go hit the showers already. He's looking to get this one over with.
Yeah, they're not going to let Del Bon do anything. He's going to take a knee.
Snap, Del Bon knees, and that shall do it for us tonight. The NU Miners improved to 1-1 on the year with a 43-16 win over Placer Hillmen. What a win, I'd say, Paul.
I'd say so. I don't think anybody would call this, certainly not this crew.
And I am reception from the fans
with this NU Miner football team for 2017. What a win.
And that does it. Our final score once again, Nevada Union 43, Placer 16. Both teams at 1-1 on the year.
And they'll greet each other here as we pan out and see them coming across, congratulating each other in the middle of the field.
And we're actually going to try and go down and go talk to our guy, the player of the game, Owen Dal.
We'll look for number 7, David. If you'll go down and grab him, we will take a break and we'll meet you back down on the field. This has been exclusive coverage of Nevada Union football right here on Touchdown Productions Game of the Week. We'll be back with Player of the Game award.
With nearly 30 years of proudly serving our community, Auburn Toyota is expanding to offer more new Toyota inventory than ever before. Chances are we have the exact Toyota model you want, ready for you to drive home today. With many years of combined sales experience and hundreds of new Toyota cars, trucks, 4x4s, and SUVs, now is the perfect time to buy at Auburn Toyota. Come see why for generations Foothill Toyota buyers buy from Auburn Toyota, which is why we like to say Auburn Toyota is the place where the customers come back.
And here he comes, Owen Dal. And here he comes, Owen Dal, the NorCal Game of the Week's first player of the game of the 2017 season. Owen, we were impressed. What a wonderful game. What does this game mean to you for the first night on this field for this win for this team?
Well, this is our first win on this new turf, and we told ourselves this whole week we were going to start a home win streak, and we did it. This is the first time we've won on this turf in 4 years, so big win.
It is a big win. So how'd you feel about your performance tonight? You went both ways. You had some plays on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I did, but I got to give the credit to our line, man. They stuck with it whole week, man. They just kicked ass. And our defense, we stopped the run on pass. We got to work on that a little bit, but I was still impressed throughout offense and defense.
And also, it was very clear that you had a favorite receiver on the field tonight. You got to give some credit to a very good wide receiver.
Oh, man, I always give him credit. He's my best friend. I love him to death.
And what do you think? You maybe had 10 catches, maybe 12?
I don't know. I don't really care. We won. That's all that matters.
We don't either. But you know what we're going to give you is the Bill Slade & Son Trucking Player of the Game Award for the very first game of the 2017 season. Take it home, enjoy it, and we hope to see you again.
Yeah, of course.
Giving you more trophies as the season goes on.
Hope to be back here.
All right, man.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You take care. Owen Dal, one more time. Player of the Game, NorCal Game of the Week. Congratulations.
So a big win tonight for the Miners, 43-16 on this new turf, and also new to the game of the week, David Kline. David, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. I mean, getting up there in the call with you guys, watching a great football game out here. I mean, NU dominated on both sides of the ball. It was an awesome game to watch, and I show up to see this team perform the way they did today throughout the rest of the season.
And I'm sure we will. In fact, we're going to come back next week. I was just advised by our producer, Gilbert M. Dominguez. We'll be back here next week to watch the Miners one more time. What an impressive win to have for the first game out of the season. David, next week, you'll have a hat and shirt too. So for Touchdown Productions, Gil Dominguez, David Kline, Paul Brown, we'll see you next week right back here for the Nevada Union Miners football on the NorCal Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.